Look at this crust, the Blackened Bloody Mary pizza. We're gonna find out if it's any good. Start out with 2 nice chicken breasts, and we're gonna marinate them for about 3 or 4 hours in our Bloody Mary mix. We're also using the new Dano's Blackened Bloody Mary. So get your chicken breast, and we're just gonna butterfly this thing. We're gonna cut it in half. This is gonna help us to marinate our chicken and get all that Bloody Mary flavor cooked into the chicken. Now, we're gonna grab us some pickles, about half of our jar. Time to make the marinade, you need the secret ingredient. The Dano's Blackened Bloody Mary Outlaw, my friends. We're just gonna pop the top on this thing. And look at these ingredients. All the peppers, it's got a little bit of sugar in there to give it the sweetness. I'm telling y'all what, there is nothing like the Blackened Bloody Mary. So we're gonna put a little bit of that. We're gonna use some regular old Bloody Mary mix. Get this submerged, get you a glove on, and use the best mixing tool that God gave you. And we're gonna give this all a mix. Pop a lid on this. We can throw this in our fridge. Like I said, 3 or 4 hours, just let this marinate and soak up that flavor. All right, it's been 4 hours. We got our oven preset to 400. So now we're just simply gonna grab our chicken and our pickles. We're gonna lay it all out on our baking tray. We're gonna bake the pickles as well, and hopefully they'll dry out a little bit. All right, while that's cooking at 400 degrees, let's make our sauce and our other toppings. We're going in with 1 container, 12 ounces of whipped cream cheese. That's what we're gonna use as our pizza sauce. I've been thinking about this for a while now. And so we're gonna add some Bloody Mary mix to it. Blackened Bloody Mary, we're gonna pop the top, bunch of that. Now the consistency that I'm looking for is basically just like you would a pizza sauce or a marinara. We're gonna go with that. Before we do the pizza dough, let's get us a few of these peppers chopped up. You're gonna need a little bit of all-purpose flour. Just throw that out on your table. Now you need your 1 pound dough ball, some fresh pizza dough. You can literally get this at any grocery store. I picked mine up from Publix. So now we're just gonna throw our dough ball down in the flour. I let this sit out for a good hour or so it's like room temperature. If it's cold, it's harder to work. Slowly but surely. Try not to put a hole in it like I did just right there, see? Did I tell you all, I'm not a pizza YOLO. It's not me, guys, but I tried. Maybe one day I'll get there. You can see, when we size that up, we still got a little more stretching to do. Maybe one day I could be a pizza YOLO. No, I don't think so. All right, give it one last good stretch. We got our giant cast iron pan. Get some oil. We just want a nice coating on the bottom of our pan. For our crust, we're going in with butter dust. Dehydrated butter, my friends. Can't go wrong with this stuff. Now we're gonna go in with some seasoning. Usually I use my ranch seasoning, but today we're going with red pepper seasoning because it's maybe a spicy Bloody Mary. So we'll go in with our seasoning, our red pepper seasoning. And now it's time to add the dough. Fits perfectly. Our pizza cheese sauce, our Bloody Mary cheese sauce. Yes, right now would be that time where I start to have doubts if this is really gonna be any good. We're gonna find out real soon. All right, there we go. I only used about half of that. All right, 25 minutes on that. Chicken's done, pickles are done. Let's start constructing this thing. I know this is good. Bloody Mary chicken, blow your mind. All right, grab our pickles. We're gonna give them a quick little chop. Let's go in with our pickles. Now let's start placing in some of our chicken and now some of our little bell peppers. All right, I don't know about you all, but I'm kind of starting to doubt this at this point. Looks pretty, I just don't know. So 8 ounces mozzarella cheese right on top. One more thing, we're gonna give it a little sprinkle of our red pepper seasoning right on top. And of course, a little bit more Blackened Bloody Mary. Now, it's time to cook this. You don't simply just pop this into your 400-degree oven. You're gonna throw it on the stove, just like this. We're gonna get preheated, high temperature. We're gonna give it about 2 to 3 minutes. All right, after a couple minutes, see where you're bubbling around every single edge? 400 degrees we go, 20 minutes. 20 minutes and we'll be eating. All right, look at that bad boy. Here we go. The Bloody Mary pizza. Time to find out if it's any good. So we've let it sit for a good 5 minutes. Let's observe our crust. Look at that. This is looking pretty good. Almost like an Alfredo pizza, but we know it's not. Let's see. Crust is doing okay. Let's give it a try. I wasn't real sure when we were constructing that after I made the cream cheese base, but that all plays very well together. Wow. Yum, yum, get you some. Let me know, what do y'all think about that? Would you try it? If you did, you'd probably do it again. We'll see you next time, my friends. Keep sprinkling.